Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM of this little adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
I am Macy, and I will be playing the Ismar cleric.
It's your boy, Dylan. I played Blouts. He's a human. He do be ranging.
Hello, this is Darren, and I will be playing Seltra, the Drow Artificer.
This is Brittany, and I will be playing Laurel, the half-elf paladin.
This is Becca, and I'll be playing Mabari, the tiefling sorcerer.
Hello, my name is James, and I will be playing the great sage Tioran.
Hey there, it's me, Todd, and I am joined by Becca.
Hello.
And we're going to go over some frequently asked questions to DMs and about DMing, because Becca is going to try her hand at it pretty soon. So she's going to touch base on some things and just kind of see where it goes. So I'm just going to read off the questions and answer them. And if you have any questions or if you would like to elaborate on it, go ahead.
I'll do my best.
Fair enough. So the first one is, can any race become any class? And the answer is simply yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that way. Like if you have a orc, they could play a wizard, but depends on how you rule and do your stats, because the orcs had like a -2 to intelligence or some shit like that. That was crazy. I think it was 3.5. Maybe even 3rd edition, I don't remember. But so it wasn't always the case, but as 5e is right now, especially when the races all kind of being the same, you can definitely do that. So as long as you have the stats for the class, yes. Does a paladin have to be lawful good? The answer is no. Same thing. It used to be different.
Is that old? Isn't it the old editions? And
yeah.
It's that way in Pathfinder, I think.
Yeah. So I think lawful. I think they should follow some kind of lawful alignment, but that's because paladins are supposed to derive their power not from really a god, but they're just crazy belief in something, like even just if it's a cause. So I think that makes you lawful towards that cause, whatever it may be. And my best example for a paladin has always been Darth Vader, because like he was so firm in his belief with the dark side, and he followed it like to a T. So that's just my opinion. But a lot of people don't keep track of alignment. I do, but a lot of people don't. I think it matters.
I wonder if, like, because I haven't played very many games, but every time I've been in a game with a paladin, I've never seen them, like, break their oath, and even if they're doing slightly shady things.
So that's why I like the alignment thing, is because if you do slightly shady things, I don't think you should be able to do that. Because, if you're like, yeah, I believe in lawful good, and I'm a paladin for, Torm or the Morning Lord, but I'm going to go ahead and steal this money. Like, that's not cool. That's not really belief. If you're starting to waver and do shit like that, then nah, fam, you're out. Like,
That makes sense.
I don't know, just the way that it works, because it's like, your belief is so strong that you can do all these powers, but then you start doing other shit. It's like, well, do you still get those powers? I don't think you should, but fuck it. The next question is, how do you multi-class? It's fucking complicated as shit. That's how. Meet the requirements for the stats, and you get very limited things from it. So I think you only get another skill for multi-classing into Bard or Rogue. And you get arm proficiencies and weapon proficiencies, but other than that, that's about it. So pick your base class very carefully, because your second one's not going to give you much besides spells and feats.
I don't think I've ever multi-classed, except I did this this session with Darren where he had us like mirror classes almost, where we were the same level for both classes, like we were 2 classes at once kind of thing. That was the closest I've gotten to multi-class. Oh wait, I did for your one shot. I had like mystic levels. Yeah.
Yeah. I
I forgot about that.
don't like multi-classing. It's just not my thing. It can be useful, but a lot of the classes are very balanced to me. So like, it's good as it is. Like, there's no need to do other shit. Also, the level 20 stuff is always boss as fuck. Not for all classes, which is sad, but it's fine.
You hardly ever get to that level, though.
Yeah, we will. It could take 8 years, but we'll get there.
Oh God.
This pain's going on for.
I'll be excited for 14.
Oof. Why 14?
Mavari gets wings and she can fly.
Hey, you know what? That's very specific.
Yeah, it's part of the divine soul sorcerer thing.
Nice.
Yeah,
Next
it's
question.
like no cooldown on it. Yeah. Next question.
Wait. You know what? We're talking about that later, because that sucks. I gotta make flying creatures. What is a good multi-class combination? That's up to you. I'm not doing that. Everybody pick your own shit.
I feel like that depends on the person, because if you're building to like min-max, then that's what matters. But if you're building your character for roleplay aspects, I don't think it matters at that point.
And I love the roleplay aspect. That's why it's the role-playing game and not a Street Fighter game. That's me. Can I be a gunslinger? That depends on the DM. If you're specifically asking me, no.
Is that a artificer class, or is that a whole separate
It's a
class
fighter.
itself? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think. Wait, it might be a ranger actually. I forgot.
I know that in Pathfinder, I think they have
Did
a
you play
ranger
a lot of
thing.
Pathfinder?
I played the Pathfinder video games,
Oh,
not the actual like tabletop,
they were alright.
like Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous.
It is not a warrior subclass or a fighter subclass. I mean, what the hell? Ranger?
It'd make more sense.
It's not a ranger one either.
Is it artificer?
Shit, maybe it is. That or I imagined it. No, it's not an artificer. What the hell's going on here? Okay.
Is it? It's. I don't think it's its own class.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. I've never seen or played a gunslinger.
This is gonna drive me crazy now. Like, I was pretty sure I saw it somewhere.
I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
just look up gunslinger 5e. Let's see what we get. It's a class, all on its own. Fighter, base class fighter. You were right the first time.
So it is a fighter.
Mhm.
Why isn't it listed in mine? Is it Unearthed Arcana?
It says it's unofficial material.
Oh. I thought they made it official.
It was content in another.
So in short, no, can't be a gunslinger.
Mhm.
Well, I guess in one shots maybe, but I don't like unofficial classes in regular games. How do I spell rogue?
Well, that's a question.
It is a question. It's Rogue. That's very interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, all right, cool. Next question: what are hit points? Hit points are what keeps you alive. You run out of those, you die. Every
Health
class
points.
has different ones. Yeah. I honestly, I'd always take the average. Like, fuck this shit. I'm not rolling. Could be a 1, could be a 10. Who knows? Let's see here. Do armor bonuses stack? It depends on where it's coming from.
Yeah,
But
I think
it
it
will.
depends on the items.
Yeah. Because like some magical items do, like the amulet of natural armor. Obviously, it does not stack with like a plate armor or something like that.
Don't braces of defense don't stack either if you're wearing actual armor.
Yeah. And like a tortoise, they have natural armor, but if they put on like plate armor, they use the plate. So just, I don't know, pick your shit ahead of time. But if you have a ring of protection or something like that, and you're a tortoise, then that's pretty cool.
It'd be really silly to do that. They put armor on a turtle person. What do they call
I mean, if you're one to wear plate, that's not a bad idea. I will say I don't know what their armor actually is. I guess I could just look
Isn't it like really high, like a 20 or 21?
I think it fucking is
Like,
some bullshit like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's the only reason I ever thought about playing one, because I was like, that's funny. Let's see here. Oh, let's look at the new one, I guess. The lineage one. Your shell provides you with a base AC of 17. Your dex modifier doesn't affect this number. Oh. Okay.
I know it's popular as a monk.
It does say that if you are using a shield, you can apply the shield's bonus to your arm. So I guess you can get up to a 19 with a shield and naked. So that's whatever. That's cool. Actually, 19's pretty badass.
Yeah, especially if you start at level 1.
Yeah. I don't really know about the monk thing. Like wisdom and dex plus 10, I think. So I think you might as well just go with the shield.
True.
Ooh, it might be because of the claws. When you hit them, you have claws of natural armor or natural weapons. 1d6 plus strength modifier is slashing. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, next question. Do I count as wearing armor if I have natural armor? No. Hence the naked thing. Do I only swing my sword once when I have one attack? Seems slow for a 6-second round. You know what? It's part of learning. Leveling up is like learning. So imagine level 1 through 4 as you still learning how to swing a weapon better. Get to level might be level 5 that you get. I don't fucking know when you get extra attack, but whenever you get it.
I think it's
like
level 5, depending on your class.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I think fighters get it earlier than everybody else, but I don't know. I guess I'm all about the fighter today. Let's see here. Extra attack at level 5. Oh, that's rough. Yeah. So, no, it's just... That's the way I look at it, is your character's learning to do better with it. But 6 seconds isn't really slow. I mean, it goes by pretty quick. Let's see here. Next question. What stats would a katana have? That's a weird question. Same as longsword, I guess.
Nerds. I was like about to say, doesn't it have its own stat block?
I don't think it's a real weapon. Or
In D&D?
I don't think it's officially in D&D. Well, no, there's a samurai subclass, which something I've never seen played, but sounds fun. Let's see here. Katana. Nope. It's not in there.
I saw something. I don't know. It's gone.
Fair enough. Can I have a gun? I think guns are official, but I don't know if that's true anymore. Let's see here. Blowgun. Oh. No, there's gotta be one, because there's a shotgun in the Dungeon Master's Guide. Page 213. So the answer is yes, you can't be a gunslinger, but you can have a shotgun. That's fun. I'm gonna put demons out there with shotguns, because that's just funny. Does teleporting negate momentum? Ooh, it really depends on who the DM is, but the answer is yes, mechanically. But flavor-wise, no, never. But if you if you're falling 30 feet and you misty step, and you get to the bottom, no, you don't take fall damage.
Gotta catch yourself fast, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing it on purpose, so hopefully you see it coming. It says, I critically succeed my check. Now what? Well, you add the modifier and you may or may not pass. It is not a automatic pass. It is to some people, not to me. Fuck that shit.
What, a natural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played a one-shot with someone else, and they were like, I rolled higher, but they got a natural 20, and they're like, it's an automatic success. And I was like, but my roll was higher? It doesn't make any... So, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Considering it was a deception check.
Oh.
So.
That's fucked. Did you mute yourself?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh. Okay.
I just said, okay. I went to jail.
Oh. That's rough.
I actually almost started combat. Somebody else had to de-escalate the situation. So.
Speaking of de-escalating, let's go see what James is gonna de-escalate with some fire. this episode. We'll see y'all in a minute.
This is Brittany, and you're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
She's going to look at Aldora, and she's kind of going to narrow her eyes a little bit as she walks over to Aldora, and she's going to just kind of look at her with these narrowed eyes. I have to tell you something. And Aldora, she's this woman, this frail, just normal-looking woman, is going to put her hand on your shoulder. As Phoebe places her hand on your shoulder, you actually start to hear a crowd. You look around with your eyes, but you see no one from this crowd. Phoebe smiles warmly at you as you take in your senses. You can hear yelling about a fish market, purebred goats, strong horses, and you can hear a woman calling out about the latest dyes, fresh baked breads, fruits and vegetables straight from the orchard and gardens. Despite being in this overcast and shadowed swamp, you can feel warmth on your skin as if you were standing in a bright sunlit field, and you can feel a light breeze through your hair, and you close your eyes. And whenever you close your eyes, you see a vast marketplace. You see hundreds of people, but they are wearing much older garbs than what you're used to. No one here looks to be competing for fashion. Everyone is dressed in simple tunics, and no one is wearing any kind of footwear. You can see men carrying a sword and wearing a blue simple tunic every now and then, most likely signifying themselves as some kind of guard patrol. As you see the expanse of this market and pan across it, you see almost no buildings, just tents. You see the silver coins being used. As you are an educated person, you know these coins to be among some of the first coins ever used, and you think you're looking at a realistic depiction of an ancient city, Lydia. You flash open your eyes and you see Phoebe just smiling at you, and the others around you don't seem to be reacting in any way. As you hear the voices start to soften and the smell of the fresh food start to fade, you take one last look of suspicion before closing your eyes again, and you are immediately back in the market, and the smells and the voices and the sun is on you again. As you pan across this market, you come across only one building. While it is a simple building made of clay with one window at the front that was carved out with no coverings, and a doorway with just a blanket as the door, it would seem that this is the building of a successful vendor. You see a woman sitting down, talking to others around her as her hands work a shuttle across a wooden frame. It appears she is weaving a tapestry of some sort. It appears to be just an apple, but the way she is weaving it is like the apple almost seems to be leaning out of the tapestry itself. The way she moves her hands gracefully and quickly is almost hypnotizing. The people talking are the only things keeping you from getting sucked in. You can hear people asking how much for a tapestry, and she smiles in response without looking. People shout how much for lessons, and she simply responds that there are none. And you can even hear men shout how much to make you a wife, and you hear her laugh gently as she responds that she does not have time for a husband. And she actually stops weaving, stands, and turns to the man who said it. You see a woman with dark red lips, black full hair just past her shoulders, light skin, and an hourglass figure, and she's smiling. She waves her hand around at her work very proudly before speaking. She says, "My good sir, look around you. If I was to take a husband, I would be a cook, a mother, and a washer. I would not have time to weave the tapestries that have taken such time and effort that they could have been made by a god of Olympus." And with your aerial view of the situation, you see an older woman quickly make her way to the circle of people. The woman is gray-haired, hunched, uses a cane, but moves swiftly and deftly through the crowd. As soon as she is to the front of the crowd of the people, she speaks in such a way that it seems to drown out the crowd around her, despite the age in her voice. Weaver, you speak of things you do not know. You would compare your work to a god that rules over you? The weaver, youthful and prideful, hesitates for a moment before responding. I would. The old woman drops her cane. Then let it be so. At that, the old woman swirls in gold before glaring down at the weaver. A tall, beautiful, and pale woman stands in the crowd, wearing a white dress with blue inlay, golden and decorated pauldrons, a golden round shield holding a golden spear, and wearing a winged and golden helmet, is the goddess Athena. The entire crowd, including the weaver, bows before the goddess. Athena slams her spear on the ground, making a loud and thunderous boom. The crowd backs away in fear. Athena calmly but angrily speaks to the weaver. Many mortals wished to be a god, so much so that they would compare themselves to us. I am shocked that this weaver would ever think herself as our equal. She glares and slightly grits her teeth. My equal. The weaver bows lower as Athena walks towards her and starts to speak again, more calmly. However, I believe in fairness and having the opportunity to prove yourself. Therefore, we shall have a contest. We shall see who is the better, and the people will judge as Zeus watches from above. You can see the weaver's back expanding rapidly as she is bowing, her breath rapid and her body slightly shaking. What say you, mortal? Care to prove your worth? As the weaver looks around, she can see everyone staring at her. She can feel their judgment. You hear a light and uncertain, yes. The goddess throws her hands up. Good! I will take this loom and you can take the one you were using. We will take 1 hour. The crowd will watch and judge after that. There are cheers heard throughout the crowd. For the next hour, looms can be heard, rapid breathing can be heard, sweat can be smelled, and the movement of hands are almost as beautiful as an orchestra playing a song of the century. Both Athena and the woman work quickly and smoothly. Both of the women are impressive and focused. The crowd just waits patiently, barely talking. After an hour, Athena smiles. Your time is up. She looks over and sees the woman sitting quietly, her tapestry covered and waiting to be unveiled. Athena maintains her smile and stands as she speaks. I will go first. As she stands to the side of her tapestry in plain view in all its glory and fright, it depicts mortals being punished by the gods with a golden thread against a white background. The colors, threads, lines, and tamping are perfect. The crowd clearly sees in one corner that Hera and Zeus are punishing Thracians. In another corner, Hera is turning a woman into a crane. The third corner shows Hera turning another woman into a stork, and in the last corner a young woman is being petrified in a grassy field. And the center of all this was the dispute between Athena and Poseidon over who should get Athens. You know the story well enough yourself as a follower of Athena. The crowd clapped and cheered as they fell silent as the crowd and Athena looked over at the weaver. The weaver waited for a moment, looking at the ground, before she looked straight up at Athena and pulled the sheet from over her tapestry. The crowd gasped at how beautiful it was, how much it shined, and how much the colors seemed so real. The threads of silk, wool, and some kind of metal made the tapestry alluring, but the crowd stayed silent and light murmurs can be heard as the tapestry picture came into focus in all its glory. It pictured gods using deception and illusion to force themselves on women. It showed Apollo in 6 different scenarios, changing and forcing his pleasures onto deceived women. It depicted Poseidon also in 6 different ways, committing the same atrocities. Lastly, in bold thread, it showed Zeus. It showed 9 acts that Zeus had committed against women. It even showed Persephone in one of them. Athena was so enraged she immediately threw her stool back and shattered it against the clay building. She took the weaver's tapestry in both hands and tore it in half. She tore it into several pieces before turning her anger on the young woman. She wrapped her hand around the woman's throat as she swung over and over. The crowd screamed and ran as bones could be heard cracking. After the woman was left twitching on the ground, bloodied, bruised, and broken, Athena fled to the sky. Time seems to slip by as now night. The woman is not on the ground anymore, and her tapestry is gone. Athena can be seen sneaking back into town. She moves silently between tents as there are no more crowds of people. Insects and the sounds of people sleeping are the only noises. Athena smiles as she approaches her tapestry that she left behind. She starts to pick it up, but stops. She looks inside the clay building, and your view is moved to behind her and over her shoulder. You both see this woman hanging from a beam using her own tapestry weave. However, you feel Athena's smile fade. Athena reaches up and pulls the woman down. You hear a snap of the neck when the weave breaks and she falls to the floor. Athena kneels down beside her. Athena places her hand on the woman's chest, and a blue light glows lightly. You hear Athena whisper, "You are not done. Your punishment is not over. You decided to spend your life weaving lies and spinning threads. You shall do it forever. Your children, your children's children, and your lineage until the end of time will spin their threads and their lies. However, they will do it in such a way that no one will admire them. They will fear them, run from them, and try to kill them. Your punishment is just beginning." Athena stands and takes a step back as the woman's body starts moving. Her chest rises with breath. Her eyes shoot open and narrow in grimaced pain. Her fingertips fall away as black and sharp points carve their way out of the skin and fingers and bones. Her skin tears on her forehead as 6 additional eyes start to form. She rolls over as cracking and breaking can be heard. 8 large, thick, hairy legs, almost as long as her, break through her skin. Blood drips over her as she faces the floor on her knees. She sees Athena and starts to scream why, but is cut off. Her voice muffles and clanking can be heard as teeth, covered in blood, fall to the floor. She looks up at Athena again as large and acute mandibles spread out of her mouth. As she begins to cry and weep, the mandibles fold back into her mouth. Athena takes a step back as blood flows across the floor. You hear a cold voice come from Athena. "Scurry away, Weaver. Climb and build your threads. I will see to it personally that you are never able to escape your fate, Arachne." Now, Aldora, as you open your eyes, you see Phoebe has her eyes narrowed at you. She takes her hand off your shoulder and says in a dry voice, "I am not pretending to be perfect. I am not trying to tell you that we Titans are perfect. What I can honestly tell you is that in the golden era in which we ruled, humans lived among us. They did not age or grow sick. They did not toil or suffer the labors of trying to feed their children." And Phoebe starts to walk past you and starts walking to Mabari, raising her voice to make her statements loud and clear. "The golden era in which Titans ruled, we all lived in harmony. Animals, humans, and Titans. The only conflict we faced was for sport. Some lucky humans even hunted with Titans. This is the world we want to see again. We do not fight to be worshipped. We do not need it. We do not fight to claim a resource to fulfill our own desires. We wish to simply reclaim our home and provide a better life for the people that populate it. Together we will find our kin. We will save the Titans who have been locked away for thousands of years, and together we will end the jealous rage, the lustful desires, and the immorality of the gods of Olympus that you are supposed to look up to." And Phoebe turns to look back at Aldora one last time. "You will leave here without being harmed, but I wish you to think on what you were shown and know it in your heart to be true. Go with the blessings of whoever you wish, but please reach out to others and help them to understand that the Olympian gods are not worthy of your worship." And at that, she turns around and embraces Mabari in a long and warm hug.
Mavari hugs her back, and the party is well known that Mavari is not one for touching or affection, but whenever Phoebe is around, Mavari has such a look of endearment on her face.
Yeah, I would say she probably sees you as one of her own, even though you're not a Titan, you're her only mortal companion, I guess is the way to put it. Yeah. Laurel. Hi.
Yep. Hi.
So, you kind of close your eyes at first when Nafil leans against her forehead against yours, but when you open them again, you're in a forest that is bright, sunny. You can hear birds chirping, and in front of you is almost you. It's like a half elf, but it's like somebody using the character creation tool without knowing what they're doing. Like it's a attempt at making a half elf, Like, she tried to make herself into what you are, but got a little confused with how things work. So, like, the skin texture looks very strange, and maybe the nose is a little off.
Gotcha.
And the ears, like, one's pointy and one's, like, really pointy. But they just kind of smile at you, and they greet you. Just, hello.
Oh. Hello. I take it you're the one that summoned me.
Yes. We will be allies, you and I. I am Nafil.
Forgive me, this is new. I like a curt bow. Laurel, Lightwalker, Paladin of Torm.
I am Nafil, Titan of the Wild. I used to be. I can sense the animals around me. I sense the animal in you.
I wouldn't really call this thing an animal. More like some sort of weird monster.
They kind of narrow their eyes. No. A blessing. You are glorious.
I haven't felt very glorious. Although I will admit, this does feel like I just sort of flex my fingers, like, you know, look down at my hybrid form. It does feel good. I won't deny.
Anything can be used in any way. They smile and they kind of like pat you on the shoulder awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot express my thanks, but you will always have an ally in me.
Oh, well, that's wonderful to hear. But I don't understand this. Why this? Why me?
The world has changed, but our reach has always been very far. They are going to dig their finger into their own shoulder, between the bone and the chest area, kind of getting blood out. And it's kind of gross to watch, but they don't really seem to notice that it's not socially acceptable.
Uh-huh.
And they just they start drawing. They just kind of reach over and start drawing on you. Mm-hmm. And at first you're kind of like, what the fuck? But so they start drawing actually the gauntlet of Torm on your chest with their own blood, and they just smile. I will defend you when I can, but take with you a part of me as a blessing to help yourself and others around you as Torm would like.
At first I'm kind of like, and then I'm like, wait. And then I look, and I smile, and then, how can I describe this? I take, just a step, just not like a step back, but just a little step back. And then I just and then I bow to her and I say, I would be more than thankful for you to be my ally.
They just smile at you. And they pull their forehead off of you, and you are looking at this mixed animalistic creature in the swamp forest again. And let's talk about what she did. So she gave you a emblem of Torm on your chest, like a tattoo. And it has 3 charges. And whenever you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge to turn that critical hit into a normal hit instead. And it regains all charges daily at dawn.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very nice. Is there like a range? Okay, within 30 feet of me. Okay, yeah. Okay. That.
And I kind of skipped over Blouts for a little bit here, but so that belt will set your strength score to 21, like a belt of Hill Giant strength.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it just gets a lot more muscular.
So Mavari, as Phoebe stops hugging you, she kind of raises your hands in front of you, palms up to be even. And then she puts her hands on top of yours and then just kind of moves them side to side. And as she does, you see this purple bow start to form that you've seen in your dreams a few times. And she says, I can't always be there to protect you like I wish I could. But when I am not there, you will still have my protection. Wear it with you. And if you need to, use it against your enemies. And Malvari, while you wear this bow on your back, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location. So pretty much like a cloak of displacement, causing any creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed when you are incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move. However, there's one extra feature to this thing. So also, you may release the bow into the air beside you, and it will act as your spiritual weapon as a bonus action. It does require concentration, and it has a 1-minute duration. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move it up to 20 feet. However, the difference between this one and most of them is the range of the spiritual weapon's attacks are like a long bow, 150 slash or up to 600 feet. The level of the spiritual weapon is equal to your proficiency divided by 2. And you may use this ability 3 times per long rest. I
will keep it safe.
She just smiles
Thank
at
you.
you. She will turn to here. And she will ask to see your spellbook, and when you hold it up for her to look at, she'll kind of just run her fingers over it, and then just kind of look you in the eyes with this, a slight look of recognition, but at the same time, a sly smile on her face. And so as she's smiling, she just is looking at you, and she runs her finger down your spellbook, and she tells you, someone who is in the service of the Titans deserves to have their blessing. Treat this book very well. And she's going to basically bless your tome that you use for your spells to increase a couple of things for you. Your spell attack bonus is going to go up by 2, and your spell DC is going to go up by 2, and it will act as kind of a arcane grimoire. It also gives arcane recovery 1 more spell slot. So if you want to write that down, and I will send it to you.
Thank you.
Alright, so do y'all have any questions before we move on to the next stage of having fun here?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Oh, wait, DM, am I back to normal? Or am I just still this kaiju wolf?
So you are the kaiju wolf. You are no longer being affected by her presence.
Okay.
She was flowing power into you throughout that fight, basically.
Yeah.
But you still have what she was inside of you. So you are going to stay that werewolf.
Oh.
I mean, you still ship back into Laurel. You're not
okay. I was about to this might be a problem going out in public.
No, that's okay. Just wear a hood. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, we got one. There's one right there. The Celtra will point to Hercules' dead body with the lion mane.
Dibs on the body.
You what? No.
Is the mane still there?
Yes.
Can I pick it up and look at it?
Yes.
Oh, is it nice and soft?
No. It's a
I
lion's
mean, it's
mane.
decently soft. It has a little bit of bloodstains on it, but I mean, other than that, you could wash it, press a digit.
Is
Damn
that
fresh?
is that a Titan that was talking to Laurel nearby?
The mixed animal one?
Yeah, that one.
So that one, you never heard it talk. All you heard was like the shrieks, hissing and like growling, animalistic noise. Laurel never heard her talk really, except for in this like off-world vision area.
Oh, can I walk over to that weird the weird creature?
Sure.
Just approaching slowly. Well, we were sent to release you, I assume, and we met one who was very tall and made of fire, and I think they called him the Titan of Destruction. I'm not really sure. That was never explained to me. So I can assume that you are a Titan of Animal? Squint's eyes. I think.
A Titan of the Wilderness.
Oh. Well, there, he's gonna hold out the lion's mane cloak. Would you like this?
They just kind of look at Laurel and then nod in agreement with what she said, but they will lean forward a little bit and nudge with their muzzle the lion mane back at you.
So that's a no.
I think she just wants us to keep it.
Okay.
Just
You'll hear a soft purring from this monstrous creature.
just wrap it up. We'll figure out what to do with it. And then I give like, you know, I look sort of like behind me a little bit, and then I look at Nephilim, and I'm just like a polite bow. If you could excuse me. And then I turn and I go to Seltra, and then I pick him up, start turning him over. Oh my goodness, are you okay?
Oh.
I mean, I'm fine.
Are you
Are you
alright?
Are you
As
still
fine
the
as
giant
someone
werewolf?
who,
Yes, I'm still the giant werewolf.
Oh.
I hold him close.
as fine as someone who got a size 24 planted in his chest could be.
I know. I was so scared. I thought he broke you in half.
Selfra
Yes.
is Jesus. He walks on water. I'm sure if he can walk on water, he can handle a full-on thing from Hercules.
That's a magic item.
I'm only at half my hip points.
But still, you're okay though.
I'm mostly okay.
Okay. Oh wait, no, hold on. I can
I didn't really
fix-
like do much in that fight, but you know, can't all be jams.
Yeah, it's all right. And then I'm going to put 10 lay on hands on you.
Nice. I will give you
He's
good
laying
news,
hands on him.
Seltra. He is not immune to disease. Hey.
I don't think he would have been immune to poison, but I would have had to hit him first.
I meant to
It's
say
okay.
poison, but I forgot the English language.
Yeah,
It's
no.
okay.
The problem was I had to hit him, and I was not willing to see if he would hit me back. So
That's fair. It doesn't matter. You're okay. That's all that matters.
I'm fine, and
that's
you're
really good.
gigantic.
Yeah, it's this is definitely a new thing.
But you're already bigger than me in your wolf form. I mean, and regular form. But now you're like way bigger.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that like, you know, you gave me this magic armor. Am I right?
We also have more of that.
Magic armor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
found
we have two
another-
more sets.
We have one more set. Oh yeah, you guys took one. I have one in the
Yeah.
bag.
Okay. Oh,
Jazz, there's a
fine.
second set. I don't need it. It's too heavy for me. Not really,
Oh.
but
I
Speaking
do
of,
have one question.
go ahead.
So wait, you said Aldora, she knows the story of Arachne? Like, everything that she saw, she already knew about that beforehand?
Well, I was gonna say you know the story of Athena and Poseidon because that's something that Athena would boast about because gods are
Okay.
like prideful and shit. So the story of how Athena trumped Poseidon in the city of Athens, I would assume you were taught that as kind of a basic. But the Arachne one, I'm not really sure that would be like put out there as much. And if it was, it would be like in a very
Sugar-coated?
pro. Well, I would say in a very pro Athena way, like Arachne was like, fuck the gods, I'm way better than you, bitch, like that kind of thing. Other than the way you saw it, so you would have heard it from like if you did from Athena's point of view, of you know she was down talking or she was shit talking the gods, thinking she was all that in a bag of chips, and I had to put her in place. And probably it wouldn't have included the suicide attempt and the beatdown. I would have just left that
Damn.
out.
And gently gloss over that.
Yeah. So I mean, if you want to roll a history check to see if you would have heard of it, then you can. But I mean, if you heard of it, that's the way you would have heard of it. It's like the make Athena look good kind of way.
Aldora will just kind of, like, while they're talking, Aldora's just gonna look at Arachne with a very sorrowful look, and then look at Hercules, debating on whether or not she wants to even bring anything back as a tribute for Athena.
I will say, he does still have that longbow on his back, and if anybody cares for it, it is a magical item.
I'll take it. Why not?
Blouts is going to
I'm going
use
with Blouts.
Blouts is going to take Aldora's sword and remove Hercules' head.
Oh. Fucking A. You beheaded a demigod. Son of Zeus.
And he's going to return over to Aldora with the sword and the head in hand and offer them back to her.
Alright.
He'll
Seems a bit
glance
much.
down and, like, she'll take the sword without hesitation, but she'll kind of stare at the head for a second, but eventually take it and then put it into a bag.
Yeah, I mean, you've already killed the Greek legend. Why stop there? Take his head.
Mutilate his corpse,
Yeah.
which is definitely not a no-no in Greek culture.
So does anybody actually want to use the longbow? Because can Satra even use it?
Yes, he's proficient with martial weapons.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah.
What
I don't
does
know
the
if I can
longbow
use
do?
bows. I have a light crossbow, but I don't know if I can use bows.
Wow.
But I do want it because I'm noticing it's getting a little crowded up in the front, and if I don't need to be there with my soft, squishy, fully drow body, I don't want to be there. I just don't have any powerful ranged weapon.
Blouts will point at the longbow. What does it do?
I already took it.
Well, he's just asking you what it does, not
I
that
know
he's
yet.
asking for it.
I don't know yet. It takes me more time to figure it out than he gestures towards the Titans. It takes me a second. give me a minute. Hey, Laurel, can you put me down?
Oh,
My feet are very high off the ground.
Sorry, I'll put you down.
All right, and then he will sit crisscross applesauce on top of the water and cast Identify Ritual.
Alright, it is a +2 divine longbow. It does not require attunement. It's +2 to hit, +2 to damage, 1d8, plus 2d6 radiant.
I will kind of shake off the dazed look from her, kind of being lost in her thoughts. But then she'll look over at her and kind of nod her head.
I was just gonna say, so with Aldora having that vision and Phoebe not sharing what she showed to Aldora, and Aldora kind of looking at this like sad, like pitiful look at Arachne, this spiteful and hateful creature. How do you think Arachne would respond?
Would Arachne know anything about Aldora, like watching her fight? Well, I guess she wasn't paying attention to Aldora.
No, she hadn't really looked at her, but if she wanted to do a perception check, she could look for her holy symbol. But if you do that, we might have to roll initiative again, so I don't know.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay. Let's gloss over it.
Arachne is like looking at her. She doesn't talk, so she's kind of like that, like side eye, like what the fuck. And she's like still kind of weirdly like picking at Hercules' body, not doing anything productive, but like picking it over,
All right.
being a weird spider.
I mean, she does eat people, so yeah. All right. So there you go, Aldora.
So, now it's basically just me going back to my town, right?
You don't have to. You can go anywhere you want. I mean, you came here to prove yourself, and you're leaving with some knowledge and some experience that you didn't have before. So what you would want to do with that experience and knowledge is kind of up to you.
She'll probably go back to the town that she was at, or she's living at then.
Alright. So, as Aldora walks away, kind of with all this stuff in her head, And she heads towards her town that is definitely decimated by demons. We'll probably see her again in the future, but at another time.
Before she goes over there, like before she starts heading out, she'll turn to everyone and she'll bow. Thank you for everything that you guys have done and for helping me.
I'm glad we could help. You gonna be okay by yourself?
I'm sure everything will be fine after I clear some thoughts out of my head.
Okay, it was a pleasure meeting you.
You as well.
Yes, hopefully
She
next time
spotted
you see me,
wings.
won't be so hairy.
That was feared.
You
Yes.
might need a brush.
You sprout wings.
Yeah, I know, right? And a bath. I stink like a swamp.
Just because
was-
I sprout wings doesn't mean she's allowed to sprout wings. Blouts
Would it
is
be wrong to say
confused.
like a wet dog?
Ooh.
No, it wouldn't. We'll figure this part out.
I can create a tub. We just, well, we're in a swamp. We might want to
I
leave
could think
first.
myself.
Phoebe kind of walks between y'all and holds up her hand. Excuse me.
Yes.
If you are not busy, there is a task I wish to ask of you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There is a town that is still fighting, but they are losing. They are close to death. I feel like you would be able to talk them into an alliance with us. We do have a Titan of Destruction who apparently can be hasted.
Whoops.
She like smiles over her shoulder at Mavari.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
If you...
No. Just what is the name of this town?
Sparta.
Ooh.
Their tactics on political views are a little different than what I prefer. However, their military tactics are far superior to most of the people that live in this area. If we could ally them with us, or you all, then I feel like that would help us.
Sounds like my kind of town.
They believe very largely in slavery.
Oh, well.
Slightly less like my kind of time.
Yeah,
Maybe we could talk about it that part.
yeah, you know.
What good are slaves in a demon apocalypse, you know?
Shields?
No, stop!
We're not trying to give them the
Trying to
answer
put
to
my-
that question.
Trying
No,
to
stop it.
put myself in their thought pattern.
She raises her hand again. Excuse me. I don't care for that debate. If you could, head down there. Protect who you can, but gather their alliance. That would be very helpful. I can give you directions.
Please.
Soldier will pull out his notebook. Soldier will pull out his notebook.
Oh, I'm good
When
at
you're ready.
following those.
Oh god.
She says it will be a long journey, and you will have to go across the sea. But essentially...
Oh, sweet, we got a boat.
Yes. Math.
You doing alright, Phoebe?
140 miles. You can travel at a pace of about 20 miles a day, so it'll take you about 70. Okay. She says, it will take you about a week to get there. You will head southwest back towards Delphi, and from Delphi, go straight down across the waterway, and you will go across and avoid Varosha by going slightly east. And then when you come to the mountains, follow the east side of the mountains. And when the mountains end, there will be a large gap of about 10 miles. Just head straight south. When you see the mountains again, follow the west side of the mountains. This will take you into the valley of Sparta. They do not have walls. They are very confident. The mountains are their walls.
Oh, whoops. After the mountains go south, then when you hit the mountains again, go west.
Yes.
Okay. I wrote it all down. Oh,
Swell. Alright. So, do you guys want to do anything before you head back? Do you want to go to the inn? Do you want to take a little nap? Do you want to
A nap would be awesome.
I'd love to put on this funny lion cloak just because I was told not to get rid of it, so.
All right.
It's cursed.
It gives you piercing resistance if you wear it.
I'm not going
Piercing
to
resistance?
eat Hercules in front of everybody.
Sorry, what?
Oh, cool.
I said I'm not going to eat Hercules in front of everybody, even though I really want to.
Arachne has ripped off his arm and is tearing into it.
Oh,
while
hey
we're all
now,
talking.
don't... Save a little for me, don't
Share.
be rude.
Share.
Sharing is caring.
I'm not a fan. I'm gonna take a step back. I mean, Laurel, you can do what you want, but Arachne, we all know how I feel. I like you as a person and at a distance.
I actually missed Arachne. She was nice to have around.
I mean, she was, but she's also a giant spider.
What's up
nothing
with
against you.
Spider?
We met her when we
Just-
were down in a dungeon. Or
Oh, that
I
sounds
really-
crazy.
I really don't feel I actually understand a drow who doesn't follow law of being scared of spiders. That makes sense. So I get with it.
Self is terrified of spiders.
Yeah, I would also say that Tyr wouldn't know shit about drow.
No.
I think that's just James making a joke.
Yes.
Ah! Okay.
It was me, y'all. Sorry.
James is now in the campaign. He is a level 1 commoner.
Oh, that ain't
He's
good.
dead.
Yeah.
He's toast.
Let's see. Can I edit this? Um,
Buzz
So-
is just so stylish now. He has a cool
If
cloak
we
and a cool belt.
are, I propose we go
Oh.
back to the inn to check up on those people, and then we start making our way to Sparta.
I agree.
we can check on those people and take a little bit of a nap, so I can
Indeed.
maybe cough up bits of my chest fragments, and then we.
Yes, I admit I'm Hercules was a very powerful opponent, and I might be in some deal of pain as well.
Javi should probably get some sleep.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh.
guess the Titan could fucking heal you bitches. No, she'll cast Mass Cure Wounds and heal some shit.
I will walk over to Tyr, and I will offer Tyr. Hold on. Yeah, I'll offer Tyr the Ring of Protection. I'm attuned to too many things.
Oh.
It's not till a little bit later that I get the ability to attune to 4 items instead of 3.
You fucking loser.
Ring of Protection 1.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll be happy to take it. I'll hand it back when I find something better.
You guys all heal for 38 hit points.
Oh, I'm Max.
Who's still hurt?
38, you said?
Yeah.
Do.
Well, is anybody besides
Uh,
Laurel still hurt? How's that?
I'm Max.
Really?
If we're all right, because if
back up.
we're talking werewolf, my werewolf form, I'm still
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit under, but it's not like so
That's right. Your
not so
wounds,
dramatic.
as some people might notice, are starting to close on their own.
Botch looks at Sultra. What else did you find in the cave?
What else did I find in the cave? Seltra says to himself as Darren looks through his list of shit that he found.
Anything cool?
So, is everybody healthy?
Anything
Yeah,
that
we're
would...
healthy.
Okay.
Is Phoebe
Oh.
about to leave?
She is.
Mavari will walk over and grab her hands again and look her in the eye. And I would imagine that her and Phoebe are roughly around the same height.
Yeah.
Both small. I promise that we will not fail you and we will recruit them. You have my word.
She kind of smiles and caresses your cheek very gently, and her skin is very warm and smooth. And she says, "You could not fail me."
Mavari's just smiling, which is not a
Normal thing?
a normal thing, yeah.
Seltra will point at you making the stupid smiley face.
She's not paying any mind to you guys.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Phoebe has her full attention.
Just
He's gonna
smiling
bleed.
knowingly.
He leans into Seltra. Is she possessed? Is this normal?
She's possessed by the happy spirit.
Nephiel is following Phoebe and Mavari as y'all kind of walk and talk. And Phoebe will kind of point back at Nephiel. She can turn into what's called a unicorn. When this is over, she will let you ride her, and you will see the world in a very beautiful and different way.
Does anyone else hear that?
If y'all did, she's gonna ignore you.
No, the question is, can anyone roll on what a unicorn is?
We saw a unicorn.
We've seen
Yeah.
one.
We see
Yeah,
him.
we did see a unicorn.
Yeah, I know what
Inside
a
of the
unicorn
hag's
is.
house.
Wait,
talked
did
to
Blouts?
No.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah,
was.
Oh.
no, I think Blouts was.
This was before we got him.
I think
Yeah.
it was just a little
Yeah.
bit before he came in.
It was like
Mhm.
right before we got Blouts.
Keep in mind, I'm just a companion here. I'm not actually a player character.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can roll to see if you know what a unicorn is. Because
Awesome.
Yeah,
Is that
it's true.
is that nature, religion, arcana?
Arcana or nature? You can roll religion. It would possibly give you something.
Okay, I'm better at nature, so I'm gonna roll nature.
All right.
Come on, I'm related to dragons. I gotta know what a unicorn is, right?
No, they
Right.
have nothing to do with dragons.
9.
know if you-
I don't know what the fuck a unicorn is.
I mean, you are aware that this creature, this titan, has a horn, and you're aware of what magical creatures are, especially dragons. So and she did say ride, so it's possible that a unicorn is another family of dragons with like a giant horn.
Oh, so like a blue dragon.
Probably something like that.
Oh shit! I didn't know that was a thing. But I was just thinking, wow, blue dragon. That would be cool to see. He looks again, yell. Why do you have 2 horns though?
I could probably make one of those out of robot stuff. Anyway, I would like to not be in the swamp full of the currently being eaten corpse and blood.
What? Did
Oh,
you
yeah,
say
let's
something?
get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how I feel about that, but
Phoebe will give you one look, Mavari, and look over your shoulder at your companions and look back at you. I hope it doesn't last that long. I'm kidding.
Seltra will also try. Excuse me, pardon me. Does he have any arrows? Because Seltra doesn't.
Blouts does.
You don't see any arrows.
Seltra will turn to the tree over on the left-hand side and kind of like fire and like pull back, draw back, and fire to see if it requires arrows.
As you draw back, you see a golden arrow start to form.
That's awesome.
I may never get punched again.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, come now. You're far too cute and small to not get punted.
I mean, that's true. I am cute as a damn button. But, but I also don't like being punched.
Yeah,
Darn
yeah,
right.
that makes sense.
Just like wash my mouth
I
with swamp
also
water.
don't like being punched. Did you have any things that might, not do that?
Not on me.
Damn.
What a strange
I
question.
mean, give it some time. We might be able to do some item swapping, and I might be able to make something.
Oh, Jazz, that sounds cool. We do have those 2+ fun armors, so maybe
We
we can
do.
turn one into a shield.
That's a loaded question for the.
Blouch is just saying shit because he's dumb and he just says shit.
I would need a forge and a lot of time to be able to turn any of this stuff into something else, which
Well,
we don't
should
have.
probably head.
We are going back to Delphi. Wasn't there a forge there?
Yeah, me and Karis made one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Jazz is a blue person.
Yeah, he did.
He hated everything I made.
Ja.
He did.
Did y'all leave his chair in the Hag's Mansion?
No, we left it in the cart.
Okay.
Laurel made sure to take the chair.
Yeah.
How close are we to the tavern now?
The tavern with the people in the basement?
Yeah.
If I had to guesstimate, you're about 500 feet from it.
Okay.
400
Laurel,
tops.
you might want to turn back into like a regular person.
And we should probably go hit the sack, as one would say.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can do this. And then I shift back into my half-elf form.
Arachne is following you guys. She still has that arm she's just been chewing on, but she is following you.
Celtra, you know that feeling when it feels like somebody, like the weird tingle up your spine when when you're uncomfortable around somebody, but they're still following you. He's got that the whole time.
It's all
Though
right.
I'm
Celtra.
pretty sure I think Arachne knows that he's scared of him, that he's scared of her too.
Seltra, why does it look like somebody told you that they're going to eat your parents?
I don't get the reference. That's never happened to me before. But I'm also if you're saying why do I look uncomfortable, he'll look back at Arachne and say because I'm scared of spiders.
But
It's nothing
she's like
against-
friendly-ish. He cautiously waves.
that means nothing.
She doesn't wave back. She's just looking at Blouts now.
There's
I
a
do
reason
like-
that I gave Arachne to Becca.
I do
mean-
consider Arachne my friend, but that doesn't make it less visceral to look at her.
Wait. He turns over to Tyr. Tyr, hear me out. Hear me out. You can do that funny things that makes people into other things, right?
Yep.
Like you turn. So what if after we rest, we see if she's willing, and you transform her into normal person for a short period of time, and we talk to her?
I can try.
He looks over at Arachne now. Does that sound like something that you'd want, or no? Or are you going to stab me for that?
He impales you to the chest.
You watch
It'd
as
be-
she's now like, her attention is like focused on you, and her head like twitches to the side and then back again, and like makes a chittering noise. But you don't understand her. She's a fucking spider.
Chitter once for yes, and chitter twice for you're going to stab me.
Let me get my initiative tracker back up.
She goes back to eating the leg. You are no longer interesting.
Okay.
Facts.
Facts.
It was an arm. Never mind. Not a leg.
Yeah, he could have
This is
both.
just every interaction Blouts has. He's interesting for about 5 seconds, and then nobody cares.
Damn, that's sad.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to go into the slot of another dragon person right after they die. So
It's we got the skins of those Rexes, right, and some teeth.
yeah,
Yes.
I put some in the bag.
Okay, I was just making sure.
What is
'cause
a Rex?
I don't.
Do-
This
Don't
is
you
me
mean those
asking.
weird? Oh,
This
yeah,
is me.
no,
This is me
Oh.
asking because I didn't write it down because other people took them, and I didn't want it to be in our notes like 8 times.
I have it on my notes, but I do also have it noted that it's in the bag of holding.
Okay, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to write down what we had all in my notes because I didn't want it to be in like 2 or 3 people's separate notes, and then if we ever used it, it's still in my notes. Because
No, don't worry. I have it written down on mine, but it in parentheses, in bag of holding.
okay, just checking. All right, continue. Hopefully we get back to the freaking. We go back to the inn and tell them that we killed all these T-Rexes, and by T-Rexes I mean dragons.
Fake dragons.
And at that time, you come back to the inn. It is still weirdly creepy and weird outside. It's dark, very sinister. Everything looks much older than it should. The door was falling off its hinges, but you have been through here a couple of times, so you just go through the inn, make your way towards the basement, climb down the ladder, and make your way into the basement itself, where you find Arabella, Amelia, Jasmine, and Jasmine's son, Boren.
Hey everybody, we made it back.
Hey, they're alive.
Just for classic's sake, the mother, Jasmine, says, "Damn."
I know, right?
Crazy. How y'all doing?
They tell you they're good. She says, "We're good. We're eating. We got food. Did you go into the forest? Did you go into the swamp area?"
Yeah. We killed the dragons and whatnot.
She like
Jazz
stops
Ava
playing
fake
with like she had maybe some wood in her hands and she was whittling it down just idly, just killing time. And she stops and actually looks at you. She's like, "Wait, you did what?
We killed the dragons and whatnot.
You really
that's
went
not-
out there?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to go her Selcher's bag, and he's like, "Can I pull some out real quick? I know you're a little touchy on the bag."
I mean, just ask first. So yes.
He just reaches into the bag. It's still attached to Seltra.
That's
And he will start procuring the
T-Rex.
fake dragon hide, 7 fake dragon hides, 2 dinosaur dragon claws, and 8 dragon teeth. I keep reading them off as they are, but and he just drops the pile of things up.
Amelia just kind of looks at it. She's the older woman that was there. "I can make so many good blankets out of those."
Oh, Jazz, they would be probably very comfortable.
So, Jasmine just looks at you shocked because she's the one who threatened you with a fucking anchor. And she just seems fucking amazed. Like, unbelievably amazed that A, you did it, and B, you're still alive.
Hey,
There was more stuff out there, but we took care of it.
yes, we felled great beasts.
The worm's still alive.
Oh,
The worm's still alive. Don't go out there.
Okay, yeah, no, not that great beast, but we felled 3.
You felt a lot. You did good.
We felt 3 great beasts. One might have challenged us a little more than we
Wanted
we
it
bargained
to.
for, and found what we were looking for.
She just stares, like, in fucking shock. "I can't believe you did it.
Indeed.
You're like the heroes we've heard of, but in the making."
Oh,
Does-
God. Is it?
That's
I
like a
would-
backhanded compliment if I've ever heard one.
Seltzer does it. Yep, that's
I wouldn't go putting labels, but
How
I
did you do
shrugged
it?
my shoulders.
What were they?
They have via dragons.
Yes,
Seltzer
they
use his
long
little
legs, very tiny arms, a gigantic head. I've never seen a dragon like it.
Seltzer will use his little magic tinkering to make an image of the dragon that we fought. Just
Look at those
project
paintings.
it. Yes.
It was very large, very strange.
Jasmine, the mother, just kind of looks at it wide-eyed. Arabelle, the kind of redhead, middle-aged woman, is just looking at it, just kind of studying it. And then the older woman, who's bald, sitting at the back of the room, kind of drops her fork that she was playing with. "That is one ugly lizard."
Yeah. It was the most attractive thing. It also destroyed my robot. But
She kind of laughs. "I don't know what a robot is."
it's fine. He didn't come down the stairs. He can't, or the ladder. He can't climb ladders.
"Did you pull up its tail? That's funny." Hee.
No, he
I
hit it
feel-
a bunch and then it died.
Oh.
Any of it, we're tired.
Might we stay?
The woman says, "Yes, you are welcome here." Jasmine kind of looks around, like, awkwardly for a second, and she's like, "Miss Laurel,
Yes.
my son wanted you to say hello should you come back.
I was just about to ask about him. Where is he?
He's in the Dick Cave."
What?
The what? I just sort of blink. I'm like, what?
He's
So
in the
if it's
cave.
caves,
He's in the cave to our right.
Okay.
Flogged and what?
Okay. I walk into the cave.
To the tip?
Stop it. Yo.
You can't just go in there after that's what Todd called it. That cave is not important anymore.
Why
He's
would
lost
you do
forever.
this? He's lost forever. Boren. Young Boren, are you there?
He kind of smiles, looking at towards the tip from the the base
Stop
of the
it.
shaft.
Stop it.
He looks out
No,
at you.
bad.
He goes, "Oh, hey there. I was hoping you'd come back."
How have things been going? You seem enthusiastic.
Well, you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I've seen a lot of people say they were heroes. They go out to the swamps and then we never see them again.
Well, I am here. So, how things go?
I just kind of sit around drawing on the walls.
Did you? I sort of look. I'm
Is
like,
it a bunch
did you?
of dicks?
Did you do what I asked?
Yeah,
And
nothing.
well, keep at it. It's not a. It's not an immediate process. It takes a lot of time, commitment, discipline. It takes a lot of work. You'll get there.
I appreciate your encouragement, especially since you're like a real hero.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go putting that label on me. But if you would like, I can I can help. I can meditate and pray with you, show it how it's done.
Oh, that'd be great. Have you ever heard of Jason and the Argonauts?
No, actually, I have not heard that tale.
Oh. So Jason was a hero, like you. And the Argonauts are his people. Okay, so I'm not really like that good with stories, but there was like a guy who was a hero and he had some people with him and he called themselves the Argonauts. I think that was like the people they were. But you could be like Laurel and the people. Or you know, wherever you are from, you could name, you know, whatever you are called. What are y'all called?
It's patrol.
Oh no, not this again.
Laurel and the Soul Patrol?
Open my mouth and I'm like,
What did we call ourselves?
are.
Brand name untested yet.
Damn it! I feel like we went over. Hold on. Stay right
I'm
there. Don't
pretty
move.
sure we called ourselves the Soul Patrol. I'm
I sort of just walk
pretty
out,
sure
like,
this is Becca talking. I'm pretty sure that's what it's listed on Spotify.
Did we
And the
call
little
her? We were gonna stick with that. I thought that was a temporary thing.
I think we stuck
no
with it
idea.
because nobody came up with a better name.
Wait,
very
we don't have a
well.
group name?
We're the Soul Patrol.
Why wouldn't
I
we?
mean, now's a good time.
It's either look unless somebody else got something better. I'm about to tell this kid we're the Soul Patrol.
Was a silly bunch.
Nope.
Soul
Patrol
Patrol
better.
it is.
Alright then.
He looks at you, nodding, kind of confused look on his face. So, Laurel and the Soul Patrol.
More like just the Soul Patrol. We're all
Sounds like a
we're all
shitty
equal.
garage band.
It does. It really does. It's even
So-
Yeah.
funnier.
It's why we can't play instruments.
Do y'all like patrol for souls?
No, we
the
we're,
patrol to protect souls.
what he said.
But he's
Well,
way
it's-
out there, and I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Okay, yeah. So we've been workshopping it.
Uh-huh.
We've been workshopping it. I'm not gonna lie. We're not really the whole team name type. It's a work in progress. So just until it's not Laurel and it's just the Soul Patrol until we can find
But
something a little more work
How are people supposed to spread the good word of your deeds if you don't have a name?
We do. It's the Soul Patrol.
Okay.
Don't give me that look. Boren, do you want me to help you or not?
I do. I want you to help me. Not
Okay.
with naming stuff, though.
That is 100% fair and accurate. I wouldn't want me to name anything either. So, let's sit down and let's get started. And then I'll sit with Borin and we'll start meditating.
Alrighty.
I'll go with a better name, y'all.
This is fun.
I didn't see anybody else coming up with names. Seltzer.
He yells from the other room.
Yep.
Alright, so do you guys want to do anything? Borin's hanging out in the, Borin and Lorella are hanging out in the cave. She's teaching him how to meditate. And you guys are just over there with a bunch of older women.
Mavari's in a corner of her room. She did not meet these ladies last time. She hung up upstairs when they were all in the basement.
Did you come downstairs this time?
Yeah.
Alright. The older lady, Amelia, will, have a plate, and she'll put a little bit of, vegetables on it that she gets from a barrel nearby, and she'll bring it over you to Mamari? I don't know what that was.
Ooh.
Mavari? And you can see by looking at her with your perception that she can't really see very well. So, probably when she's talking about things, she might be just guessing. But she just smiles at you. Oh, you have a tan!
Yeah.
Well, bless you, child.
Thank you. Mavari will take the plate of food. She doesn't want to be rude.
She walks back over and pats Ginyel on her way by. Oh, your dog ain't got no hair.
Ja, he's a weird dog. And he'll just silently stare at Ginyel.
Ginyel just stares back at you. You can almost hear in his eyes. Don't let her touch me again.
He just puts a finger to his lips. Shh. And he'll just slowly lead Ginyel away from them.
Seltra Tier.
Seltra will once again be taking inventory of his bag of garbage, but he will also be taking out these very slagged pieces of LFD, and he'll look around. Does anybody have metal I can use? Anywhere?
What about all that metal we got from the big golems that we fought when we met?
I'm not sure if I can do anything special with those yet, so I don't want to waste them rebuilding LFD.
No, don't worry about it. I mean, unless you want to make him out of leather, and he'll gesture at the pile of dragon hide, I don't think you have much of an option.
I mean, so to be fair, I do have metal in here, but
you could adorn him with all of these, and he holds up the claws and teeth. Imagine giving LFD a bear trap for a mouth.
LFD doesn't have a mouth.
Yeah, but make it so that you know how he's shaped like a vase, right? Make the bottom part open up with all the teeth inside, and then he bites down like a bear trap. Ja.
Doing will put him in more danger than he's already.
Yeah, but he gets stepped on and squashed and hit a lot. So what if, right? He acts like a bear trap and he just drags things away.
Food for thought. I'll work.
Klaus is just thumbs up. He does not know what he's talking about with robotics.
Delta will begin working on putting LFD back together. I'll get you better metal when we get back to Delph. We'll have to make do with what we got here.
Jasmine will also point to the far corner of the room where barrels are being kept that have been opened and emptied. Those have iron bands around them. You could probably use those metals.
Well, thank you. And I'm gonna go over here. Yeah?
I can help with that. Make it faster.
I mean, I can just weld it off, but it's fine.
Alright. So that leaves Tyr and 3 older women who have been secluded for a long time.
I'm going upstairs and resting and gathering my spells back.
Well, they put the wine back away. There's about to be a party.
That's not a party I wanted to go to.
The whole dick cave here.
3 women in the dick cave.
I have a feeling I might have to post a picture of it now.
The dick cave? Or...
Yeah, because we referred to it a shit ton. Alright.
You need to commission an artist just to be Tyr, the 3 women, and the dick cave. Like a romance novel.
Oof, that's not subtle. That's different. Hey, so do y'all want to do anything before you go to bed?
So I can fix LFD is part of a long rest, so.
I'm attuning to this funny belt.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna attune to the bow I got.
And anybody who wants to hang out with Blouts can hang out with Blouts. And Danielle, he's chill.
I thought he offered to help Seltra.
Well, yeah, but he's helping Seltra get all the iron bands. And he's attuning to his belt. That's pretty much it.
Alright. So Laurel meditates, teaches how to meditate, and then goes by Seltra. Seltra does LFD stuff and a sadness. Mavari hangs out in a corner, people watching, as she does. And Tyr just straight up leaves and goes upstairs.
Well, I was going to go hang out with Arachne and learn my spells, so yeah.
Alright. So you go upstairs. Roll a
Arachne's
perception
gone.
check. Yeah.
Passive
gone.
17.
Yeah, she's gone.
Ooh. Oh.
She's gone like a fart in the wind.
There's just that bony arm left on the ground. But she's out.
Yeah, well. Still not downstairs.
No one to hang out with the nanas.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm older than them. It's not a big issue.
It's true.
Now you'll go to jail.
Alright, so you guys take a long rest, finish the night, have a hell of a day. Traveled into a tavern, met some people, went into a swamp, beat up a demigod, cut off his head. I mean, that's pretty much a day well spent. So you wake up the next morning.
Whew.
Everybody seems happy and healthy. Nobody's hurt, nobody's cursed. Everybody's still alive. Hey.
I got an LFD back.
Yes.
LFD.
He boop beeps his way into your heart.
Because his voice box ain't working so good.
I give him a hug.
His metal's kind of lopsided. Like, you'll be all right, buddy.
He'll be all right. We'll get him better materials. Get him better materials.
Hopefully Randall won't get. Oh yeah, Randall got obliterated, so I gotta resummon him too.
Randall didn't even feel it.
I will also resummon Randall.
This little guy's gonna stop coming back to you after a while, man. Put him through some traumatic stuff.
The worst part is I'm not even like sending them out to be fodder. They just get caught in the horrendous crossfire. I didn't do that on purpose. Make like a baby and head out.
Blouts, if anybody looks, he is slightly
So
buffer
bad.
today. It's weird.
Good
What happened to you?
I don't know. This weird belt is making me, like, stronger. I feel weird. My clothes are tight.
What?
Can't even put your arms down.
Is this what you feel like? He points at Laurel.
I can put my arms down. I'm kind of have that lean muscle. You're just kind of.
This is weird. He points at the belt. They said it makes you strong. I didn't think it did this.
Yeah, you kind of have lost your lithe physique.
You might have a little swelling there.
Yeah.
Maybe go for a run to trim down a little bit.
I think I need to loosen my shirts a little.
Could be me. Alright. It'll be wasted. Are we ready
Awkwardly
to go?
walks.
We have to go I have to go prep the car. And by car, I mean cart.
Daffy should probably go.
Yes. It was a pleasure meeting you all. Thank you so much for allowing us to stay here the night. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome here anytime. We are truly in the presence of heroes.
Indeed. We're heading back towards Delphi where it's hopefully safe. Are you sure you don't want to ride?
They kind of look at each other. Actually, we would love to go, if that's okay.
Sure.
Yes,
I'm
please.
sure we could fit 1, 2, 3, 4 people in there.
I'll ride on top of the cart if you know we can't. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a dragon that I can ride on the back of.
Poopsie poopsie.
Amelia, I don't think I could go. I owe a vendor like 5 gold.
Trust me, I don't think he's gonna be there to collect.
Yeah, well, who's gonna pay their way into Delphi?
I mean, we're going into Delphi, so it's fine.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
And worst case
Okay.
scenario, we drop a couple of coins in we drop a couple of coins for Delphi and call it a day. We
Hopefully
did find a lot.
Hospitable.
Hopefully. I mean, we did make, well, you mostly did get her to agree to the terms and conditions.
True.
So what is this Delphine person that you keep talking about?
She's a dragon.
You shouldn't have spoiled it. I think it would have been great for Blouts to just be surprised.
Oh,
What
fair.
kind of dragon?
You'll see.
That one I won't spoil.
Oh.
She's a big dragon.
Mostly
though.
because I don't get the difference.
Oh, he looks at Ginyal. Hey, Ginyal, you excited to see a dragon again? Wait, did you like the dragons where you came from?
He kind of looks sad.
Squints. I feel bad for you sometimes. Almost all the time, actually. But we're the best of friends. He will pick up Ginyal. Like an oversized Dalmatian being
Ginyal,
picked up by a person.
nuzzles into your neck.
And then he bites
Alright, let's go.
bites your jugular. Alright, let's go. To the cart we go. Is everybody good?
Let's
Do you need to grab anything?
No.
My knitting
Not
needles.
Yes, pack everything that you want to bring. We probably won't be coming back here.
Yeah. Jasmine just grabs her anchor and the weapon you gave her. Boren.
Ah, the cool short sword.
Yeah. Boren grabs like a stick that looks like a sword.
Are these full barrels of water? Shelter says, looking over at the barrels.
Arabella looks you up and down. Yes, they are.
Are we gonna? We might want to bring at least one of these.
Are you gonna
I
pick it up?
agree.
You look like a strong man.
And then Seltra, how much? A barrel of water is way heavier than a mage hand can pick up.
Blouch
Yeah.
will go over and pick one up, I guess.
The Seltra will be like, I can't, so I will let somebody else do it.
Oh shit. So it weighs it. I don't know what that word was. It weighs roughly 480 pounds.
Yeah, that's way more than mage hand, and I don't have actual telekinesis yet.
Yeah.
So
All right, Blouts, you have it. You definitely got the muscle for it.
Yeah, this is very strange. I couldn't lift this before.
You look like an overstuffed sausage, man.
I like bratwurst. I
You might
miss
wanna-
bratwurst.
you might want to get like looser fitting clothes.
Actually, he
Well, I'd
cannot
wear-
carry it.
Oh,
What?
He can pick up to 315 pounds, which is a lot. Let's not.
Yeah, let's not sneeze on that.
Yeah. So if you pour a little
I'm using Ginyal as a slight leverage, so between me and him.
Okay. I wish I could watch this as you guys go up the ladder.
Selcha, do you have
I'll spot them
a
just in case.
siphons of water from the bottom to the top?
if I had that, would I have had you carry the barrel? Oh wait, no, I'm kidding. I don't have anything.
Danielle just starts lapping up water.
Drink,
Like
buddy. You'll need it.
Gideon, you can't drink it.
Now we're down to 478.
Why don't you put it in the bag?
Okay, but we're not stopping if you have to, because I already have way too much stuff in the bag.
Okay.
How much can the bag weigh or carry up to?
500 pounds, and I am barely underneath that. So
Yeah, that would fill up most of it. I mean, you could pour a little out, or just with I was about to say Seltra, but that was definitely wrong. Laurel, Ginyal, and Blouts. Y'all can definitely get it. Just it would be
Yeah.
funny to watch. That's
I'll
all.
spot him. I'll help.
It's just awkward. Well, okay. Slowly. All right,
Okay.
lift yourself up. All right.
I am. No, we have to turn it. We have to get it through the door. Just turn it. Let's try to get a bed frame through a door.
Okay, a little that way.
Selcher's just watching, sitting on top of it.
He is supervising.
I'm super. It's a more important job than you realize.
Just
It's like,
out of curiosity, if Mavari were to cast Control Water, would she be able to move the barrel up?
Not the barrel, but the water. So that's most of the weight. So you could actually cast that and then push the water down. Just pointing that out.
To hear you.
They wouldn't know.
Nope.
Why is this water so heavy?
To get heavier. Who's
No,
not
that's
picking
a
it up?
fourth level spell. I am not dumping it on it. Dumping
Why not?
a fourth
You're not
level
doing
just
anything
to
for the rest of the
fucking
day. There's 2 more
Yeah.
barrels.
So she will
Mavari
go over to
cast
another
Control
barrel.
Water, and she's gonna make the barrel slightly heavier at first, just to watch them struggle a little more, before helping move the barrel up.
Blouts, pick it up.
I am. Why is it
Why
so
is it
much
getting
heavier?
heavier?
Shelter will step away from everybody else
Ooh, it's getting
while
out.
they are doing this because he does remember he could do something and doesn't want them to know. And he'll cast
Eventually.
levitate on a different barrel of water and just
Oh, the
carry
middle.
Just, we eventually get 2 barrels of water up, but it takes forever for the first.
Yeah.
He'll cast levitate on the barrel of water and just carry.
There goes a 4th level spell slot.
Worth it. Give
Worth
yourself
it.
inspiration if you don't have it.
Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
Oops.
That's funny.
Oops.
So after about an hour of getting this thing up a ladder, Laurel's thighs, like, just fucking warmed up, working, just pushing this thing up the ladder, swole as hell, Blout's fucking veins popping, and Gignell, I mean, he's a dragon, but he's flapping wildly. You guys finally get it up, and then after you slide it to the side, breathing heavily, you see this barrel of water just kind of levitate up out of the hole.
Groucho carries the barrel and puts it in the back of the cart.
Selcher,
Yeah.
I would punch you if I wasn't so tired.
Seltra,
Huh?
you're.
I forgot I could do that.
It's just
Mavari
like
will come
everything
up
else
behind
in the
y'all.
world.
Mavari will come up behind y'all and like tap on the barrel and walk off.
Alright, let's get going.
Okay, alright, I get it. Pick on the
Ooh.
strong guys. Alright.
I will also take the big ass barrel of salt.
Damn you people. Where's Tyr? He knows we're leaving.
Yes,
Hanging out with the
I
Nana.
was just taking care of a few things.
Alright. Is everything
The
alright?
Nanas.
Yeah, everything's fine.
He's
Just
taking
doing a
care
little
of the
res-
nanas.
Actually, I was resounding a great epic on recording your daring do.
Oh.
I
I
am
didn't know
indeed
you
a
were.
sage, but if you forget from time to time.
I didn't know you were a
Wait.
bard.
No, I'm not singing.
Oh, I'd love to hear you sing.
I thought it was a
I
poem.
didn't know you could sing.
Anyone can sing.
Oh, let's not put that out there in the
I
world.
didn't say well.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But we'll just climb into the cart with the barrel and just sit, sadly. I wanted to hear Tia sing.
Alright, everybody, all aboard. Who's coming?
Alright. Hop on the top of the cart. I give Teddy a pet though before we do.
I will hop on Gignell's back and we will ride together.
Into the
All
cart.
right. So
Shelter
you
will turn
guys
it on.
go into the cart. It takes a little bit to crank over because you left it sitting for a couple of days, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
turns on, and you guys are back on the road. So,
Yeah.
let's see, what is this? Is that 3 days to Delphi? I think it is. Yeah, it's like 3 days to Delphi. So as you head south, Let's see here.
Got like minutes to midnight.
Moving west along the coast of the Aegean Sea, close to a town that I'm not sure you know about, so I'm just going to gloss over that. Thermopylae, actually decently close to the east of you. And you get to the top of the mountains and then move around the base of that to get to Delphi, and then you can cross the sea. And I will remind you, so Phoebe said avoid Ferocia, but that is the town, that is the coastal town that you guys went to before with the guy at the bottom of it who had the town of people with him. The wine owner.
Mm.
Yeah. So
We didn't avoid that one last time.
So 3 days. Good morning. Who wants to roll a D100?
3 minutes of playtime.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll do it.
Alrighty.
Dylan, make me happy.
40.
40. That really sucks. You guys have a fine day, or a fine
Yay.
morning. I'm sorry.
Dang
So that's not true. So there are storms, but you're following a road, so you're not really having too much of a problem. You know which way you're going. It delays you a little bit, but it's not too bad. Dylan, if you would please roll a 1d10. What'd you say? Oh,
Me and Gideon are having a great time. He's a storm dragon.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot the roll part.
You get
That's
shot by
20.
8.
God damn it.
Out of a 1d10? That's amazing.
Okay, 1.
Hey, okay, so it delays you 1 fucking hour. Like, y'all get a little slowed down as the mud kind of forms under the wheels of the cart and slows it down a hair. But I mean, otherwise, you're good to go. You're having a fine day. You guys are moving. You're moving along. Who wants to do the afternoon? Storm's over. Skies are clearing up.
I'll
I'll
do
do
it.
it. Ooh,
Oh.
You go ahead.
Oh, there's still evening time. It's fine.
198.
Whoa. So,
Oh no.
you guys
Yeah.
have an absolutely fine afternoon. Nothing.
Except.
No, nothing happens. But you guys got really close, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Oh no.
I am so excited.
A 99 will end up with your death.
Hell no! But this is legit my Excel spreadsheet. That is exactly what it says.
Something spectacular. Okay.
God,
Fantastic.
I hope I roll it.
I hope
We
you do
just-
too.
Why did you sound like you were about to say number 15?
Who are you talking
Who?
Mavar, Rebecca just sounded like she was about to start doing Chill's number 15.
That's just sometimes how my voice sounds. I don't know.
Damn it.
Burger King.
Am I rolling? Is it the evening time?
to? It is evening. You have an absolutely splendid afternoon. You guys move safely throughout the day. You have just fucking a great day, and everything is absolutely normal. Come on!
19.
A 19. Oh, Becca.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you would please, a 1d10.
Oh, absolutely. 9.
9. Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, most all of these say 1d6 blah blah, 1d4 blah blah, 1d4 blah blah, 1d6 blah blah, 1d2 blah blah. This one has no 1d next to it. Do you know why? Because it's a fucking problem. This is so great. Oh, and I remember the strategy I made for this thing too. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
I'm so glad I use a 4th level spell. Let's go.
Yeah. That's next week.
Query.
So you guys are level 9.
Okay.
So you will have woken up level 9. Get your stuff, get it together. We'll talk about it next week. And next week we'll find out what this demon binder creature is going to do to you.
Oh. Oh
I
no.
don't necessarily like that name, so
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
that
change
scary.
it.
doesn't sound. That doesn't
I'm
sound
excited.
good.
Let's go.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll be fine.